A proposed ordinance on homelessness in Omaha may have new life. Good evening. I'm Quinicia Fraser.
I'm Bill Shammer. Councilmember Brinker Harding's proposal to ban encampments on public property appeared dead in the water. That was after a majority of council members announced their plans to vote against it last week.
KETV Newswatch 7's Aaron Hegarty is live outside council chambers with the latest. Aaron?
Yeah, today the council voted 4-3 to delay today's vote. Now it's set for October 21st, and Councilmember Brinker Harding asked the council for more time to consider his changes. Brinker Harding says he's not done with his ordinance on homeless encampments.
For both those people in the encampments, as well as the citizenry of Omaha, it's something that needs to be addressed now.
Last week, opponents voiced concerns to the council for hours. 4 council members said they would vote against the plan. At Tuesday's pre-city council meeting, discussion on the ordinance turned to the possibility of adding a diversion program, a problem-solving court, as an option before unhoused individuals would be given a fine or jail time.
There are a number of things. I've tried to incorporate some of the things that were suggested by Threshold into the amendment.
Harding said he spoke with Threshold COC, a nonprofit that oversees homelessness efforts in the metro. Jason Feldhaus, the executive director, says they had talked after council last week, but there hasn't been a major conversation.
We're in favor of the ordinance being voted down, but we're also in favor of just an opportunity to work with them and make better outcomes for the community.
City Council member Ron Hugg told KETV last week he was opposed to the ordinance, but Tuesday he departed from his fellow Democrats in allowing the ordinance to remain on the table.
I think we need to slow down and take some time and see what's been successful around the country before we try to recreate the wheel.
Chris Knopf, CEO of the Stevens Center, is not a fan of the diversion idea.
What we're doing with our street outreach team, with all of the agency street outreach teams, is essentially diversion.
He said Harding hasn't reached out to the Stevens Center.
Unfortunately, Councilman Harding does not know much about this particular topic, and through some robust conversations with the agencies serving this population, he would have been able to be far more educated as to what the options are.
Now, Harding says he has had conversations. He just can't talk to everyone. And remember, Mayor John Ewing Jr. has said he won't support any ordinance on homeless encampments until after 6 months of his pilot plan. He stands by that today. Back to you.
Aaron, thank you.